Hey my loves, my name is Felicia Morgan and welcome to my channel. Here I talk about faith, healing, and self-worth. So if that is what you are looking for, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that way I can see you in the other videos. And if you are coming back, welcome. It's good to see you. Make sure y'all hit the like button before you leave. Let's get into today's video. So today I want to talk to you about something very important. Okay, are you listening? Stop trying to heal. I know that seems a little bit counterproductive about what we are talking about and what we tend to talk about on a weekly basis, but listen to me when I say stop trying so hard to heal. It is a process, and if you are anything like me, then that means patience is like the last fruit of the spirit that you are good at. You good with everybody else, but maybe you are very hard on yourself. And we have to stop that because you didn't get here overnight. And you're not going to get, there's not like this healed version of yourself that is perfect in every way and never gets triggered ever again. Life ebbs and flows, and your healing journey does too. Now, I say that because I am not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself here, okay? And I figure when I'm talking to myself, there gotta be somebody else that's going through this. So a few weeks ago, your girl was doing good. I was finding a new flow. I was full of energy. I was being productive. I was being focused. I redid my whole website. It was like a whole thing. Your girl was excited. I had a project list of other stuff I was going to work on. And then all of a sudden, I got into freeze mode. I started procrastinating. I lost my motivation. I just was scrolling online. And then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but I was reminded of just how heavy my body feels, how I feel out of whack. I feel like something's wrong with me, and I don't have the motivation to move like I used to. I don't like going to the gym like I used to. And I was venting to a friend, and I just blurted it out like, I just want to be normal. That's what I said. And I meant that. I want to be normal. I want to feel normal. I want my body to feel normal. I want my thoughts to be normal. I want to be confident and free and healed and just done with this. Because healing is hard. It gets tough. It is not for the weak. Healing is hard. I understand why people stop and don't go through it all you need to do to just heal. It's hard work. You are learning about yourself in ways that you have neglected for a very long time. And so this is not a part of our journey we can just skip over. This is not a part of our journey we can just avoid and run away from like we've done other things. We have to deal with it, and we have to face it head on, and we have to pay attention to our body, and we have to figure out why we feel the way we feel and acknowledge it. But we also need to just be. Because healing is not a performance. Healing is not something we can just do. It takes time. And you got to go through that process. As impatient as you want to be, you're not going to get anywhere doing it that way. Trust your girl on this one. Trust me. Okay? So, as my friend and God and random reminders that came up in the coming weeks, be still. That's what I walked away with. Be still and just take it a day at a time and do the best that you can in the day. But you're not going to be but you will not be able to perform your healing. It's not something you just put on. It's not something you just activate. It's not a switch that you just flip. It comes with acknowledging where you are and acknowledging where you're going and figuring out how to be better than the day before. And listen, I know that is easier said than done. You talking to me, okay? I hear that. It goes in one ear and out the other, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But like, how do I do that? So you don't do nothing with that. You learn. That's a part of your learning process too, is to just not perform and to relax and to be still and not do all the time. But I'm not going to leave you with just that. So to encourage you on your journey as you lean into just allowing the process to run its course, I want to leave you with 3 things to encourage you that you are actually doing better than you think you are. Your relationships are better. You have relationships that respect your boundaries now. You have relationships that are just respectful all around. You have relationships that encourage you and pour into you just as much as you are pouring into them, and they are patient with you, right? Just like you are with them. You're not reacting as much. Even when you get triggered, you recognize that you're being triggered, and your reactions aren't as much, or they aren't as big, or they aren't as internal. You're not afraid to talk about what triggers you. The symptoms of trauma, whatever trauma you are dealing with, are few and far between. Whether it's depression, whether it's crying spells, whether it's anxiety, whether it's the fatigue, the lack of energy, your thoughts racing, those things are happening less and less. And you have more consistent days before that thing hits you again. If you think about where you were a year ago, I'm sure that it's more spaced out and you have more consistent days of feeling a lot better. And if you're just starting your journey, those days will come. Just take it a day at a time and continue to lean into your support system. That's why I started dedicating videos like this, so you wouldn't feel like you're alone. So you're not, and you're not going crazy, but it is a process, and you got to, I'm not going to say you're going to enjoy the process, but you got to allow the process to take its course. So that's what I have for you today. So if you needed that word, that reminder, that encouragement, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you know somebody that needs to hear this, go ahead and share it with them. And if you're here because somebody did share it with you, you should know that they love you and they want the best for you. So I'm glad you're here. Please hit the subscribe button if you didn't before, so I can see you in the next video. And that's what I got for you today, okay? Love you. Bye.